Nothing wey I no go see for this internet space. Nothing. This is Edu Wazobia. This is a celebrity. Like, I am not talking about ordinary person like me or us. You know, we know ourselves. You know how they be now.
So along the line, while we were still married, Nedu became insecure, very insecure. And he was doubting the paternity of my last child, the second girl. He went about telling, his colleagues were calling me, and I heard things like, Nedu said you guys only had sex once, and you say you're pregnant. Please, how many times do you have to have sex to get pregnant? So he was doubting the paternity of that child, and he went to find out. Unfortunately for him, it was the first. Trust me, I knew he was going to do that, but that is, we all know that, well, I don't know about you guys, but that is so low. And with, I can't reveal my child. If the world will stand against him, I will not. I am owning it. That is why I decided to tell my story and tell my truth. I always say, I've made peace with God, and that is what is important to me. My child will be fine. And what was funny about this whole thing was, why all these years he's been going about talking about this boy, making him look like the reason why we separated. The boy wasn't the reason. Now he goes about telling people about this boy, saying all manner of things about my child. Then at home, he calls my son's phone and says, Daddy loves you. I miss you so much. Daddy's going to do this for you. Daddy's going to do that for you. So for us, we're giving him time to see, okay, is he trying to claim this child? You understand? Is he trying to now say, okay, you know what, hey, shit happens, I'm going to love this boy. He's always known me, you get? Or for what he did 2 days ago, we all know he doesn't deserve my son. See, I don't want Edu back home. I never want him back.
A woman that does not respect you will cheat on you. A woman that does not respect you will lie to you consistently. A woman that does not respect you will always keep on hiding her phone under the pillowcase anywhere. Even if she's charging her phone, once you step into the house, she will go and pick up her phone. Get that into your head. This is Nedu Wazobia. This is a celebrity. In 2026, I want you to understand that certain terms have changed their meaning. For example, insecurity is no longer what it is. You have to go back to school after getting your degree and advanced degree. You have to go back to school to relearn some terms coming from women. Now, insecurity is when you are doubting what a woman is saying. Insecurity is when you are trying to correct a woman. You are becoming insecure. Insecurity is when you are trying to deny women access to certain places they are not supposed to be because they are wives. That is insecurity. Insecurity is when a woman is doing something wrong and continuously doing it wrong, and you try to sit her down and talk to her. Automatically, you have become insecure. Insecurity is when a woman does something, continues doing something, and at a point you feel like you can no longer take this alone. Let me talk to her people and see if she can change. That is insecurity. But in this regard, I would say yes. So many men have made that mistake. You don't even have to call her people. Traditionally, you should do that, but now don't call anybody if she does that. Man it up, leave the house. Either you leave the house or she leaves the house. When you ignore signs in relationship or early marriages, what you are going to see is wonders in that marriage. Once you start ignoring signs, what is going to follow them is wonders. And then you don't have to, assume that the child is yours. No, she said it, I didn't say it. A woman said it. Nedu's ex-wife said it, I didn't say it. So you have to make sure that you know that this child is yours. How are you going to do that? She also said, I am trying to help you to understand what she said. She said, I didn't tell him that the child is his. So you have to ask. If you want to know, you ask your wife, is this child mine? This is the new knowledge in 2026. So you have to be critical about paternity. Ask, and then take a step for DNA. Don't just assume. Yes, you had him. Nedu was assuming that the child was his, and he didn't even ask to know if the child was his or not. Who dare you? I mean, how dare you think that this child is yours? This is marriage. And in marriage in 2026, you don't have to assume that the child is yours. You have to ask questions. You have to do things. You have to take some steps. Do you understand? But what I will not have you do as a man is to go for a DNA test for a child that actually belongs to you, instead of asking the right question for a child that does not belong to you, that you're supposed to have known spiritually. You know, you suppose know what I mean now. Instead of asking for the child that you're suspecting based on the character of the woman or the way the woman is behaving. No, you have to ask the right question to the one that the woman is very, very sure. You have to be sure. You have to know that that woman must have told you that this child does not belong to you. And again, you cannot blame that woman for not telling you that that child does not belong to you because he did not ask. You assumed. Delusional. How do you define delusional? Why in a delusion? As in, sometimes I'll be wondering, how do these people think? Eh? You know, assume na 2026. No, don't do that. You have to ask questions. And then when the woman tells you that this child does not belong to you, take it. The child does not belong to you. If the woman says the child belongs to you, then the child belongs to you. Pure. It is as simple as that. Otherwise, you are going to see signs and wonders. In fact, you're going to see wonders because you have been seeing signs. In 2026, I have to advise you. One of the most important things that you have to do in life before going into marriage is to make sure you sign prepare a prenuptial agreement, and your wife have to sign it. Do you understand? She has to agree that if peradventure any of the child belongs to someone else, she's going to return everything that you have spent in that marriage from the beginning, from the time of Ikoaka to the end of when you discover that this child does not belong to me. It is an agreement. Maybe we have to start taking some steps to curb all these things that these ladies are doing in the name of they are free, they are liberal, they can do anything they want to do because there are no more consequences for certain things under the principle of Christianity and some other religion that allow people to do whatever they want to do. See you guys on the next one. Thank you.